Stretch, I should say. Stretch. See how light that feels? So now I'm about here. I'll just hold my needle here and have a feeling like what's happening. But since I'm here, I'm going to come over back here. So as I feel, I just kind of feather back over to here and stretch, stretch, stretch. Now maybe slow it down a little. Stretch. So it's always coming towards you. Stretch, stretch, stretch. So when I'm here, I go back to here. Stretch, stretch. Okay, so you'll do that like 3 times, because you usually always do contact needling 3 different swipes. Now she starts to sweat a little bit.
Is the sweating a good thing? Is
Yeah.
that an indication that the pores are opening up?
The parasympathetic nervous system is starting to rise. You know, all of us have it's called the autonomic nervous system. It's a parasympathetic and a sympathetic. When we're all stressed and tired, most of us are all very hypersympathetic. The parasympathetic's that one we love, and it keeps us calm and makes us sleep, and that's what happens here. The parasympathetic begins to rise and the sympathetic begins to go down. The sweating indicates that's happening immediately. And you always have to wipe that sweat off, because you want that abdomen while you're contact needling to be dry. So you would go ahead and, do that very gently. All right, so now we'll go into the next step. Once we stretch, then we stretch a little, close. Meet. In fact, maybe it's easier, we're going to really take this apart. If you stretch and you bring your Oshide down hand, let's not bring this with it yet. Let's stretch, then come down and stretch and close. Stretch, come down, stretch, close. We'll leave this out. Stretch, come down, stretch, close. Stretch.
You're not really coming down at the same place where you're stretching. You're a little forward from it, right?
Say that again.
So you're stretching with these fingers, and these fingers are coming down, but you're not trying to get in the middle of that space.
No.
Yeah, I think I was trying to do that.
Oh, you were?
Mm-hmm.
That's hard.
That was really hard.
You too?
Yeah,
I
because I thought you're
was too. It's
supposed to
probably all
stretch the skin that you're gonna to contact.
You are.
Oh,
But not directly.
But kind of in a general sense, because the way her hands just did it, where it's like you have to line up those fingers.
yeah.
Not really lining anything, just arriving.
Right. But
And
you're
stretch.
You're coming down kind of behind that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not here.
Right. Yeah.
You're down in here.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it easier. A little.
Yeah.
That was a great question.
I don't want to get to it.
Well, I was
I mean,
doing
literally,
what
that was
you
like
were
my
doing.
target
I
zone.
didn't
I was
realize
all-
I was doing it until you said it, until you verbalized it.
Yeah.
So in other words, you were coming down right where you stretched?
Uh-huh.
Well, that would be hard.
I was,
was really
yeah, so it's
hard.
like,
It's like cramming your fingers.
I am
all
so
together.
sorry.
well, it's just that whole making the extra conscious effort to do something that you don't really need to do.